Welcome back to Eden TV. And recently, because we've got all our deciduous trees around, I've been talking about Espalier and how easy it is. And here's just a little example that I've got at home. Now, this is a little bit unconventional because I had a strange situation where I only had a little bit of soil. Because ideally I would have grown something in the middle and made it into a bit of a candelabra, like a regular candelabra, but here I didn't really have the space. So what I did was I planted on one side of this lovely sunny western facing wall, and let it grow up to about probably almost 2 and a bit meters, and then I just slowly bent it down, which is this trunk here. And then what happens is once it's sort of bent down, all of the nodes along the way start wanting to send up verticals, okay, which will help make this sort of candelabra effect. And what you do is you decide that you don't want some of the ones in between, just rub them out, literally just sort of push them off when they're young shoots, and then you set up this kind of candelabra effect. And then what happens is each year I actually cut them down, and then they grow up, because figs grow on the new wood as it grows up, and when they get to about this sort of, or probably about that sort of height, I then hang a net down, and that protects them from sort of birds and the like. And then really the process is once a year. This is how hard Espalier is I just basically go and chop them off. This is the fun of Espalier. So I'm just cutting just above a node, which is these sort of ridges where buds and bits of vigorously come out. And then there's things sticking out a bit too much, because I want them to be reasonably tight to the house. Yeah, and that's pretty. I'll get rid of all of these bits of stick, and I can actually make cuttings from a lot of these things. But that's pretty much the work that I have to do each year. Well, the bits of work I have to do is to prune it, put a net down at some stage, just let it hang down. And I just tie little bags of stones off the bottom of the thing so I can then kick it under there so it's fully protected. And then the other big job is to actually pick the fruit, which goes on for quite a few months. And all I have to do is pick up a couple of bags with the stones in them, throw them over my shoulder, I'm inside, and I pick away. So it's really, really easy job. And setting it up probably takes, to get this kind of basic structure, probably takes about a couple of years, and then things will just sort of pick it up. But very, very easy to do, and can use a bit of space that you've got that's in the sun against a wall.